Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little first trimester recap, and then I'm going to show you my bump. It's not really much of anything yet. And I'm also going to share a vlog of the last couple of months because I've been vlogging clips here and there. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna show you guys all of the clips that I have taken over the past couple of months. I guess almost 3 months, 2 months, 2.5 months since I found out, and talk about all of the symptoms and all of that. So let's first roll the footage from the last couple of months. Oh my god. Well, it's positive.
Really? Are you sure?
Oh my god!
I want 2 babies.
You want 2 babies? We're going inside
I'm going inside
to see the little baby.
to see the little baby. I didn't know you were stopping.
Okay, you can go ahead and say it.
It's gonna be real.
Yeah. I hope you cry. From the very first clip of this video, I told you guys I was gonna be real about my whole pregnancy journey. So we went to our first appointment today to do an ultrasound and a pregnancy blood test, a confirmation test. And we did the ultrasound and they could not find a baby. There's a sac with no baby, which they said could possibly be because it's too early, which I like fell apart in the office and started crying and under my mask and like snot running in my face. Like I was a disaster. I am trying really hard to be hopeful. So basically they said that my uterus is heart-shaped. I forget what the technical term is. And I'm on strict orders to not Google anything. So I am trying really hard not to Google everything, even though that is like my first inclination of what I want to do. So as of today, according to the apps and they start your cycle on the first day of your last period, which is September 7th. And they kept asking me like, are you sure that was your last period? Are you sure? Are you sure that's accurate? Could that be off? And I was like, no, it's the day after my wedding. Like I remember it very clearly, thinking, thank God I didn't get my period on my wedding day, but also like go figure, I would get it the day after. So anyway, they said because I had gotten off birth control a couple of months before that and my cycle was a little bit different, that it could be causing it. I don't know, but they did a HCG beta test. I want to say that's what it is. They took my blood and then as well as like an early pregnancy test and then the ultrasound. So I have to go back next Friday for another ultrasound. So, and she said that by then they should be able to hear the heartbeat. Like if they can't see the baby by then I'm in trouble. But she did say that I am still pregnant. I haven't miscarried. Okay. I'm trying not to cry because I already cried so much today and we don't have answers yet. So my anxiety is so high over something that I don't even know yet. So I'm gonna go, but I just wanted to check in. We don't have any ultrasound pictures or anything like that. I was planning on telling my sister because my mom and I are going there on Sunday. So I was planning on telling her, and now I don't know, like I wanted to tell her in a happy way, not in like this I'm panicking way. I now need to leave your house a day early because I have to go get another ultrasound way. So yeah, I will update you guys when I have another update. I just filmed the try on haul. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like the dumbest thing, I used to be able to film like 3 videos in a day and this took me all day to get hyped up to do it. and then I did it, and now I feel like I could take a nap. Vlogmas is going to be rough. All right, it is like what, a week and a half later?
Right.
And we're back for another ultrasound for hopefully better news and hopefully getting to see our little baby.
You will see our little baby today.
Okay, let's go. Okay, you gonna tell him?
We're having a baby.
We saw the little baby today, and we are a week less than we thought we were. She said the baby was a centimeter.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Half an inch.
Yeah. So, crazy.
June 2021.
Yeah.
Why is that fun?
You're being so precise.
It's accurate.
Okay, as if there was another year option.
Yeah. We could have it in 2022.
Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible.
Why?
Be pregnant for 2 years?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then you don't have to deal with the baby when it's really little. He'll come out walking.
No. Oh my gosh. Look at this package I just got. This is from one of my best friends. These are the little chucks that I got for her firstborn son, who is my godson. He's now 7. She kept these. All 3 of her kids have worn them, and now mine gets to wear them. You could see in that footage after the first appointment, I was very upset. And I feel like I need to go back and kind of tell you guys why, because I hope that that can help someone in the future if you go through something similar. I went into my appointment. Obviously, I've never been pregnant before. I had no idea what to expect, what they would do. I've seen what I have seen on TV, and I thought they would just do like an ultrasound on my stomach. That's what you see on TV. I had no idea that they would do a vaginal ultrasound. So Adam was allowed in on that appointment with me. We walked into the room. The tech told me to undress from the waist down, push the button, they would come back in. And I was so caught off guard. I didn't know what to expect. So it's just a lot when you're pregnant and you are totally lost. And then she went ahead and did the ultrasound and then told me that she wasn't going to turn the screen around because there was nothing to see because there was no baby. So the wording of what she said is kind of what caused the panic. So she left the room and I totally fell apart. And then I ended up talking to the doctor, and she basically said, you know, it could be because you came in early, you know, you might be earlier than you thought. They kept asking about, you know, if I've had cramping or bleeding, or trying to figure out if I had miscarried or whatever. And then they told me to come back in a week and a half. So I went back a week and a half later and things were fine, and we were able to hear the heartbeat. That's the last appointment Adam was able to go to with me, which I'm so glad that he was able to go to that first one because I was not okay. So the fact that that happened in my first appointment, and just, I think the tech was just having a bad day because I've had her since then and she was so nice that I think she just, I don't know, was having an off day, and the way that she worded everything to me was just not good. And then we did go back, you know, the week and a half later, we were able to hear the heartbeat. We got an updated due date and all was fine. My point of this is that this is very common. I had no idea because I've never been pregnant before, and my office makes your first appointment between 6 and 8 weeks, and the way that we scheduled it was at 6 weeks, but I was not 6 weeks yet. I thought that I was based on my cycle, but I wasn't. And so they could not see the baby because it wasn't big enough for them to see it yet. So if something like this happens to you, just know that it is very, very common. So your cycle may not have happened just as you thought it did, even if the dates align and all of that. So if you end up having to go back, it's common, and everything can be perfectly normal, even though in the moment, especially if you have a text saying there's not a baby in there, there might be. As far as symptoms go, I bought this notebook hoping that I would journal this pregnancy, and I am on the 2nd page, so I've obviously been just doing great with that. But I did write down my symptoms, And I'm just gonna kind of go over my first trimester symptoms. First of all, I did have some morning sickness and nausea. Basically, I would wake up in the morning and be nauseous basically every morning, but if I ate something, I would be fine. There were only a couple of times that I actually got sick, and one of them I was sick from like 3 a.m. to probably 7 or 8 p.m. It was just like an all day thing. Adam was actually not home the majority of the day, and my mom had to come over. He actually called my doctor, and it was on the weekend. He called the doctor and had them say what I could take, and then my mom bought all of those things and drove over and took care of me for a little bit because he wasn't home. So that was terrible. I also had a couple of days that I had really bad headaches / migraines. I've only had 2 of them, I believe, in the pregnancy so far, which I am considering a total win because normally in regular lifetime, I would have more than that. So only having that many is amazing. At the beginning, my hair was falling out in clumps. And I didn't know if that's because I was so anxious and just like so worried about everything in life. My hairstylist, she didn't know that I was pregnant, but she said that it could be the stress from the wedding because your hair can take a couple of months to catch up with kind of like your life. So I don't know if it was from that or if it was pregnancy related, but it was like, I would just go like this and just lose like handfuls of hair. Every time I was in the shower, it did not matter. I was just losing a ton of hair. So I figured I would mention it because it was happening during pregnancy, even though I'm not sure if it was actually pregnancy related or not. My anxiety is and has been at like an all-time high. I wake up in the middle of the night freaking out about something random almost every night. And then just at the beginning, the first few weeks of having it kind of settle in, basically all day I would freak out and would say to Adam like, oh my God, we're gonna have a baby, I'm pregnant. And he would say like, yeah, I know, still are. But I was just having an internal like panic attack 24/7. And the anxiety went away for a couple of weeks, and then towards the end of my first trimester, it kind of popped back up when I realized that this is the end of the first trimester and it went by quickly. Now I kind of started getting really, really anxious again. I have been exhausted beyond belief. I would say that's probably my #1 symptom, and to a point that I could not stay awake. Sometimes I'd go to bed at like 8 o'clock because I just could not stay awake, or I was taking naps in the middle of the day. I could just not hang. So that's something that lasted for quite a while. And I'm still pretty tired, but I'm able to make it a little bit longer in the day. I'm not taking naps anymore, but I still go to bed early. I feel like I'm needing more sleep than normal right now. And yeah, I'm a tired person these days. That paired with prepping for busy season with SB and Black Friday and Vlogmas and all of that, and then also with the rebrand of SB and launching the new website and the packaging and everything, it was the perfect storm of frustration. I was so frustrated that I wasn't able to get everything done that I wanted to get done in a day because I was so tired, and I just felt like a sloth all the time. So that was probably my #1 symptom, and I'm still having it quite a bit, but I would say that it's starting to get better, which is nice. Another symptom that I've never heard anyone talk about is congestion. I've been congested for 2 months and it's been getting worse. I can hear it in my voice right now. It's certain days are worse during the day, but at night it is awful. Every single night I lay down, I can't breathe. It is so frustrating, but apparently that's really common. I've just never heard anyone talking about it. Sometimes it lasts just for the first trimester for some people, and then sometimes people have it for their entire pregnancy. I'm hoping that it will go away at some point, but it is staying strong right now. And then I've had some major food aversions. So basically any meat grosses me out unless it's in something. So like a chicken quesadilla is fine because it's in the bread with the cheese and whatever. But if it's a salad with chicken on top, I won't eat it because the chicken is out of it. It's so weird. I'll have things that I think will sound good and then it's in front of me and I don't want to eat it anymore. And basically all I wanted to eat is fruit and carbs. Fruit tastes I have always loved fruit, but fruit tastes so much more intense and amazing than it ever has before. So that is like a very weird realization, but I have been loving fruit. I think those are all of my symptoms. I feel like that was a laundry list of some symptoms. It was kind of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but the exhaustion and the congestion are my two biggest symptoms that I've been dealing with. As far as like prepping things, that people are asking us all these questions, I feel so unprepared. We haven't done anything really. We have a guest room, so that will be the nursery, but we haven't done anything to it yet. We haven't really purchased anything yet. I actually did purchase, Summer Fridays came out with a belly balm that was on pre-sale, so I can link that below. I have no idea if it's good or not. It's supposed to ship by the 31st. So, and I think it might be limited edition. So I'm gonna try that out. I want to start using a balm or something on my belly so that I can try and not get stretch marks. But yeah, I don't really have any products that I've bought. I did buy a water thermometer so that I could take baths, because I love to take a bath, especially when I was super exhausted. I was taking a lot of baths and you can't have the bath water too hot. So I bought a water thermometer for that. Other than that, I haven't really bought much of anything. So I'm feeling like now is the time, now that we know the gender, I'm going to start looking at nursery stuff and trying to decide what we want to do for that. So we might start making moves on purchases, but as of now, there have not been purchases. All right, let me show you my bump. So I feel like, I mean, I'm wearing an oversized sweater per usual. So I feel like in my normal clothes, I don't look necessarily pregnant. All right, this is where we're at right now. This is 13 weeks, so nothing major yet. It's definitely, obviously, like bigger than I'm used to it being, but it's nothing like crazy. I have noticed that I've gained some weight in my love handles, which is the first place I always gain weight, so that's fun. But as far as a belly, it feels big to me right now, but it's really, I guess, not that big. So I think that considering I know how far we have to go still, there's a long way, and I know it's gonna get much bigger than it is right now, but I do feel like there's definitely something there. And I'm sure a lot of you are laughing at me thinking, girl, that's nothing. I do know that this is nothing, but obviously any change in your body feels like a lot to you. So I'm sure every week from now on, I'm gonna be feeling bigger and bigger and more out of control. Alrighty guys, that is basically everything that I have to share. Let me know down below, are there things that you want me to share in these updates? Are there, I don't know. I don't really know what to share because this is all new to me. So if there's something that you have a question about or something that you want me to share in these, leave it below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.